Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Pokemon rival battles.
Use cut!
For this list, we'll be looking at the best trainer fights between age-old adversaries. Are there any other rival fights you wish we could have seen in this anime? Let us know in the comments down below.
Hey Mojoholics! For a chance to win cash prizes, play our live daily trivia challenges every day at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern only at WatchMojo.com/play.
Number 10, Ash vs. How, Round 2.
It's Rowlet versus Dartrix! Let the rematch begin!
Since their first battle turned out to be a real snooze fest, you could say Ash and his partner were particularly motivated for this rematch. After all, you don't see Rowlet wake up for just any old fight. But as it turns out, when it's not groggy, Ash's feathery grass type has quite the peck, especially when paired with its new Seed Bomb attack.
It really is different when you face a grand trial winner.
And there's plenty more, too!
How's evolved Dartrix didn't make it easy on them though. So when the wings were down, Ash brought out his trusty Z-Ring for a flashy Bloom Doom finisher.
It's time for you to use Bloom Dance!
After such a back and forth, it's hard to say who are the bigger rivals, Ash and How or Rowlet and Dartrix. Number 9, Dawn vs. Zoe, SINNOH Grand Festival. Pokemon contests are supposed to be spectacles, but this one takes that idea to the next level. See, rather than a traditional battle, this 2-on-2 is all about Dawn and Zoe trying to strategically one-up each other. As expected, the results are downright dazzling.
Incredible! Whirlpool and Aura Sphere have combined into a powerful move! This is an offense and defense move you'll only see in a double battle!
The stunning tug of war takes on a new meaning because Zoe isn't just a rival, she's a friend. And yet, that's precisely why she served as the perfect final hurdle for Dawn's journey. That emotionally charged final blow basically proves as much. Dawn doesn't quite clinch the win here, but she can hold her head high that she went out with both style and substance.
I did everything I could, and this is the result. But I'm okay.
Number 8, Ash vs. Trip, VERTRESS Conference.
If Superior keeps squeezing with so much force, Pikachu is in real trouble.
Despite Pikachu's best effort, Superior nearly squeezed Ash out of the Unova League in the very first round. The Pallet Town prodigy didn't exactly have a great track record against Trip, and this 1v1 wasn't looking any different. Pikachu was pulled, slapped, and blasted until it could barely muster the spark anymore. But just when Trip tried to wrap things up for good, Pikachu delivered an Iron Tail to end all Iron Tails.
Superior Dragon Tail, go!
Let her rip, Pikachu!
By supercharging it with an Electro Ball attack, Pikachu managed to shock Superior all the way to a flowery defeat. Trip's comeuppance was a long time coming, but boy was it worth it.
Pikachu defeated Superior with an Iron Tail Electro Ball combination.
Superior.
Number 7, May vs. Drew, KANTO Grand Festival. After 2 regions, dozens of contests, and a whole lot of smack talk, May and Drew finally settled their score once and for all. So yeah, you could say the stakes were high.
I think this is as much a ballet as it is a battle.
Visually speaking, Combuskin and Squirtle's combination attacks are some of the most breathtaking that the series has ever seen. Although, Drew makes a compelling case for his Flygon and Absol too. To say nothing of the actual combat, still, the riveting clash of might doesn't take away from how much this means to each trainer. May's time on the show couldn't have ended any other way. And we don't just mean Combuskin Sky Uppercut, though that didn't hurt either. Number 6, Ash vs. Sawyer, LUMIOSE Conference.
I've been waiting for Greninja. It's finally come to this.
Hey, sorry we made you wait. This one will decide it all.
Putting aside the tournament and the build-up, there's just something undeniably awesome about an Ash Greninja squaring off against a Mega Sceptile. The best part? There's a whole fight before that moment, and it's just as epic. Sawyer's analytical schemes ensured that even in a full 6-on-6 battle, there wasn't so much as a single dull matchup, especially since Ash kept countering each new strategy with one of his own.
Use Electro Ball!
Clawitzer! Dragon Pulse!
But of course, the real winner here is Fated Showdown of Starters. Somehow, this duel made Ash Greninja look even cooler, and Sawyer's Mega Sceptile couldn't just compete anymore. But at the very least, it went down with one hell of a fight.
Sceptile! Use Leaf Storm!
Number 5, Ash vs. GLADION, Round 2. This isn't the first time these two have stepped in the ring together, but it is the first to get an ending. Unlike their original bout, there's no Team Rocket, no excuses, and no holding back. That last part is particularly true for Ash's Lycanroc.
Offense is the greatest defense! Now, fight! Let's go!
He hadn't quite worked through his rage yet, and it came out in a big way against GLADION Silvereye. Not that it changed the outcome very much.
It's got growing up to do too. Is this a Dusk form's true power?
The Null Pokemon positively wrecked Ash's Lycanroc, and that was with the Rage boost. Once his temper cooled off, the rock type sank like, well, a rock. It's a one-sided affair that focuses on character above action, and it's all the better for it.
And that is that.
Number 4, Ash vs. ALAIN, LUMIOSE Conference. You know you're in for a good fight when it opens with Pikachu taking on a Tyranitar.
Thunderbolts, quick!
Not bad.
Although, that shouldn't be too shocking considering this was Ash's first crack at a league finals. Unfortunately, ALAIN was there too. Just like all his other run-ins with Ash, he was the definition of calm, cool, and collected. At least to start out.
Bisharp! Bisharp is unable to battle! Greninja's the winner!
Ash soon proved that he didn't make it this far for nothing, and neither did his Pokemon. The fights are nothing short of grandiose, to the point even ALAIN himself starts to sweat. Ash's Greninja couldn't quite clutch the win, but the fact that they forced out ALAIN's Mega Charizard is its own victory. Number 3, Ash vs. Paul, Lily of the Valley Conference.
They may have the same goals, but they've always taken different paths to reach them. Now they're really battling face to face, head on. And I think they both realize that.
There are 6 Pokemon on each side of this battle, but really, it all comes down to one. Don't get us wrong. These rounds are as insane as they come, but at the end of the day, this was always Infernape's fight to win. Ever since he was a Chimchar, Paul scoffed at the idea of strength coming from the heart. It took a few tries, but in the quarterfinals of the SINNOH League, Infernape finally proved him wrong.
All right, Infernape! Time to show Paul just how strong you are!
And he did it in an absolutely blazing fashion. With one jaw-dropping Flare Blitz, the Fire-type took home a win for the league, for Ash, and for himself all at the same time. Number 2, Ash vs. Leon, Masters 8 Tournament. It's hard to beat the day Ash actually became a Pokemon Master, let alone that he defeated Leon to do it. The Galar champ fulfilled the role of Ash's last rival all too well, and proved as much with this unprecedented fight. Spread across 4 action-packed episodes, the skirmish has time to do 20 years of Pokemon stories proud. We're talking non-stop hype, cameos from Pokemon and partners alike, and a final stretch with Pikachu that needs no introduction. The word historic doesn't even come close to summing it all up. Leon's good and all, but not even he could stand between Ash, Pikachu, and becoming the very best, like no one ever was.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1, Ash vs. Gary, Silver Conference.
Folks, it would not be an understatement to say this will be one of the finest matches you'll see anywhere. Fasten your seatbelts. This battle is about to begin.
Oak's grandson practically defined what a Pokemon rival should be. As such, he also laid out what happens when Ash reaches their level. This one showdown essentially culminated Pokemon as we knew it, and the fight did not disappoint. Gary definitely brought out the big guns in Blastoise's case, literally.
What power! Blastoise blew away Heracross and the rocks it was using to shield itself.
But Ash had Charizard, and in the end, that's all he needed to secure a win over his longtime rival. Even compared to becoming a league champ, nothing may ever top the high of Charizard seismic tossing Ash to victory.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.